Hello and welcome to the tutorial for this week's learning module. Here I'll be going over your requirements for this week's module as well as showing you the basic navigation of Vista. To begin the module, simply left click on the tab on the left side of your screen. If this tab is suppressed, such as this, you can either click on this icon here or expand the list by clicking on the Click to Expand or Collapse menu area to bring up the Learning Module tab. By left-clicking on the tab, you will see your requirements for this week located on the first tab. You can read through each of these requirements here. To begin the Learning Module, left-click on the link at the top. Once you have clicked on the link, you'll see the requirements stated for you one more time in the middle of the screen. Let's walk through each of these now. You'll note at the top of the list is your objective, which is stated to understand how both genetics and environment affect obesity in the population. Your instructions are to watch this screencast-o-matic tutorial highlighting the week's learning module. Congratulations, as you are already doing this one. You can check this one off of your list. Number 2 is to familiarize yourself with this week's objective, shown above. Number 3, keep the objective in mind when you watch part 1 of the HBO film, The Weight of the Nation. You can find the link for this film located as your number 2 on the learning module. Number 4, use the information that you learned from the film to create a discussion posting that answers this week's question located on the discussion board. I will show you this question in a moment. Armed with the knowledge for number 5 from both the film and this week's discussion, correctly answer the 8 questions for this week's quiz under the Assignments tab. Number 6, ensure that you meet all the deadlines located on the calendar. Number 7, respond back to me via an email with one fact relating to this week's objective that you learned from the film. Also, as a reminder, there are useful links for your final paper that are located under the web links that you can use for research. The due date for this will be announced at a later date. For extra credit, in your response email, add any helpful items that you would like to see added to this page. If you cannot think of any, just remind me how awesome this course was. If you need any help or have an emergency, please take care of your emergency first and then contact me and we'll make arrangements at that time. Now, let's go through the links for the 3 major things that you'll need to get done. First, the HBO film. If you click on the number 2 button, the HBO film should load up on the right-hand side of the screen. If it doesn't, you may go to the HBO website by Googling The Weight of the Nation, HBO. For the discussion board, you can click on the discussion tab, and you can then read your question here that I've asked you to respond to. Please make one posting below. Then you'll be required to respond to 3 of your peers. If they do not respond, you will not be counted off for not responding to them. But please make sure that you make your post by Sunday at midnight. Finally, you may take the quiz located as your number 4. You have 1 hour to complete the quiz. There are 8 questions worth 10 points apiece. They should not be hard if you watched the film. If you're not going to use the learning module located here that we used, you can find your assignments under the Assignments tab for the quiz. You can find your assessment, your final assessment, under the Assessments tab. And you can click on your discussion to get to your Discussions tab and read your discussion and make your posting. Finally, you can use the calendar to check when everything's due, your media library where you located this tutorial, and your web links where you can find the helpful links such as the HBO film. You can check your mail by clicking on your mail folder. And remember to send me an email to finish out that requirement. Well, I hope this answers all your questions. If you have any, please send me an email via Vista, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. Good luck, and have a great day.